Okay, what's up, guys? So, I'm just now hearing about this. Like, when was this video? This video was uploaded the 14th, yesterday. So, I didn't even hear about this. I didn't even know this had happened. But Neville had apparently quit WWE. So, What Culture Wrestling, they made a video of it, and that's what I'm reacting to. So, I want to see, like, what was the reason? Because it was like, he had a good storyline going on, and I'm like, man. Wow, I think I didn't see him. Did I see him Monday night? I don't think I did. I do not remember seeing him because I think they were. I think he was there. He was there because I remember it was Enzo Amore. They were all all the cruiserweight division was surrounding the ring, and then he went. So yeah, Neville was there. So he quit sometime last week. I get. Dang, wow. That is crazy. So, anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. I'm seeing comments and stuff, but anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. Man, that is insane.
As these words come out of my mouth, there's a very good chance that Neville has actually left the WWE, and that straight up sucks. The guy is one of the most talented on the whole roster. Everything he did in 205 Live this year was nothing short of excellent. However, when you take a step back and
I didn't really watch 205 Live, I mean when they showed it on Raw or SmackDown, then it was like, okay, then when they did show him, I'm like, he's pretty good, but dang,
the talent he has and the ambitions he probably had for himself, then he had no choice but to quit WWE. He had to. Why? Here's why.
What did he just do? He did I can't remember that by heart. I'm sorry.
In a dream situation, no one would ever leave the WWE under bad circumstances. It was rubbish when it happened to Steve Austin in 2002, and it was rubbish still when it happened again with CM Punk years later. In a dream world, you want to think your favorite professional wrestler is happy behind the scenes and everything is just hunky-dory. And when you find out that's not the case, it is a bit of a kick in the teeth because you're like, oh boy, not only does he think he's underutilized, but he must be sad. I don't want anyone to be sad. I want everyone to be sickeningly happy at all times. Sickeningly happy. Sickeningly, which is a very hard word.
I mean, you have your moments, but still though, what had to happen behind doors? There needs to be our source behind doors and stuff. Nobody don't know. Have it be a referee or cameraman or something. He lets us know what be happening. Be behind the ring. Backstage and stuff. What really happens. Not what they be recording, but what really happens off camera and stuff. Because I would have liked to seen what had happened.
Say, and I got it wrong 3 times. Happy. Ultimately, though, it certainly does seem like, if it is true, that Neville didn't have a choice. He's been incredible in the ring since day one, and 2017 also felt like the year when all the character stuff started to click. He was hitting it out of the park on all levels. On top of that, he turned the cruiserweight division around when he did join. He made the title feel credible, and he actually gave you a reason to watch. Neville added the fire into Tuesday nights, and there's no two ways about it. When we do get to the end of 2017, you got to believe that Neville is going to be nominated in loads of best of 2017 lists.
Maybe a money issue.
Where on earth was he meant to go from here? If the rumors are true, he had been booked to lose to Enzo Amore straight away. That's a bad sign, especially if all the other rumors are true and everyone backstage does hate Enzo Amore. But it's also a pretty good sign that WWE doesn't care how Neville performed this year. He's now just a disposable body that we can feed to Enzo.
Or at least have it where he gets he might just leave the cruiserweight division. And then he just starts wrestling wrestlers outside the cruiserweight division, something like that. I don't know, maybe, but that's what I would have done. But dang, he just
furthermore, he
up and
have
quit.
Aspirations or a desire to take on the likes of Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, or even Braun Strowman, or hey, Roman Reigns. Or deep down he thinks, you know what, I'm good enough for at least one proper run at the WWE title, where you ain't getting that on 205 Live, and you're certainly not getting it when again
he could, alright, maybe not that big, but maybe the United States or the Intercontinental Championship, something like that.
Neville, he can lose to Enzo Amore. That must be a horrendous thing to go through if you are a pro wrestler, because you're essentially being pigeonholed. You're told no, where you want to be is not where we're going to put you. And also, let's face it, if you are in WWE's Cruiserweight Cruiserweight division, it does lower your stock a little bit, just because widely, nobody cares. It's what we saw with Austin Aries earlier in the year, which was another loss for WWE. And don't forget that one of his bugbears was the fact that Neville versus Austin Aries was
But, alright, I don't know. Like me, I just started thinking about this. I'm like, okay, if they have somebody like Jinder Mahal, whatever his Jinder Mahal, something like that, I don't know. But his, like him, and this man was with that, what was that tag team? I can't even think of their name. But he went from that to champion. Like they could have had something for Neville. Neville was, you know, at his prime and things. He was good. So I mean, and he was wrestling like outside the, you know, cruiserweight division before. So it's just like, I don't know. Like me, like I said, something like the Intercontinental Championship or United States Championship, something like that. You know, he just leaves and goes, and then maybe comes back at some point in time. You know, so it's like he could have very well stayed and then just had some like beef with another cruiserweight champion. Like it's like, you know, and turn that into something crazy, you know. But
cut off the WrestleMania DVD, and you got to imagine that Neville was annoyed about that too. Not only is it insulting, your match isn't good enough to go on the DVD, but it cuts his paycheck in half as well. Straight away, that feeling that you're not quite valued by the company is just going to rise and rise and rise and rise. I don't think walking out of a company is ever really a very good idea, but what else was Neville meant to do? Where was he going to go from here? He'd already revamped 205 Live, he'd been the champion, and he'd taken on everyone in that division and had great matches with them all too. And where did it get him? Just WWE using him to cement somebody else's push. And I understand that's how wrestling works, but you've got to understand why Neville would have thought, man, I got no choice. I've just got no choice. At 31 years old, Neville is definitely entering his prime. When you look out there into the great wide world of wrestling and realize that he could be in other companies fighting for proper championships and being treated like a huge star, I can imagine that's very appealing. The combined power of the likes of Ring of Honor, New Japan and PWG are kind of like WCW were in the mid-90s, and they do offer a viable option if you want to take the risk. In a perfect world, the man from Newcastle will find a way to make amends with WWE and get his career back on track there, but if he doesn't, I can completely understand why. He had to for the sake of his own career. I mean, who comes along with as much talent as Neville has? He's a natural, and he's always been a natural from the off, and he can do things that nobody else can do, and he even followed the WWE path, and he got jacked. What else can you ask of a man? So yeah, it certainly is interesting, and I think the fallout from all of this is going to be even more interesting still. But if nothing else, I hope it serves as a wake-up call for the WWE. I mean, it happened once, it's now happening twice. You can bet your ass it can easily happen a third time. Put it like this, another rumor at the moment is that apparently Ricochet is on his way to WWE. It's a smart move. Ricochet is one of the best pro wrestlers in the world. However,
I never heard of him, so it's just I would like to see what happens with this guy, Ricochet.
Hey Rick, we're going to put you in 205 Live. Let me tell you this, Ricochet ain't going to WWE. And it's not that it's bad, it's just that it's never going to take you to the promised land. And for a lot of pro wrestlers, the promised land is main events and WWE titles. Now don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you think about Neville and WWE. Like, share and subscribe. Head over to whatculture.com and read yourself some articles. Follow What Culture on Twitter at What Culture WWE. My name is Simon from What Culture. This was the Y Series. I probably got a load of concussions from slapping myself in the head, but I do it because slapping yourself in the head is damn cool.
I am defiant.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I never really expected to hear that. Like, you know, you hear when wrestlers get released and things, and then when you hear like them just walking out and quitting, like that's rare. That's really rare and stuff. So it's like that's wow. I wasn't expecting that from him. Like I was not expecting that from Neville, but I mean, it happens. They quit, they leave, or get fired, released, whichever, retire, something. They leave at some point. But Neville, like that was unexpected, you know. So, anyways, yeah, I hope for the best for him though. Like whatever career plan he has and things, you know, I hope for the best and things, and just hope he makes it out there. But it's like, dang, it's just like WWE is like, I don't know, to me it's like that final door. And then once when you get to that final door and things, and then it's like, okay, then it's like, all right, open the door, go inside. Then it's like, then when you leave, it's like, where else do you go? Do you just start all over and then you just go from there? Like, what do you do? Maybe work in the backgrounds, kind of help like other wrestlers train and things. Like, has some part, but dang, I mean, wow, like that's crazy. But anyways, yeah, make sure you guys go subscribe to What Culture Wrestling for more videos like this. Please like, subscribe to me too, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching, and peace.